Hi, I'm Patrick,
And I'm Colin.
and we're patients here at Boca Fertility.
It was a journey that we had kind of discussed on and off for a while, and a year ago we were actually finally kind of put to the test in a dinner conversation, or at least you put me to the test.
I put you to the test.
You did.
I've always wanted to be a dad. I thought it'd be fun, but I never had the right person to do it with. I met Colin 6 years ago, and he would always talk about it. We would always talk about it. And then eventually, a year ago, he said, you know, I'm thinking about this and this and this. And I finally just said, let's do it or don't. And here we are. We transfer tomorrow. This will be our second transfer. Now, this is by far the most excited we've been with transfers. And I don't know, like, where are we? We're here.
Given the fact that this is our second transfer, we were, again, with Boca Fertility, they let us know that it doesn't always happen on the first time. And I think a lot of the good and positive part about being in a facility that is very, very transparent with you.
With realistic expectations and all that is very, very comforting.
They understand that for a gay couple, of course, it's your only shot, really, if you would to have biological children. And Boca Fertility also understands, I think, that when another couple may come in, this may be their final shot and they're emotionally spent. And we were emotionally spent, but for different reasons. So when we got here, I understood that we were kind of at our wits' end, and they understood that too. So not only was it a sort of it was a rebirth and a restart for us because we were just so stressed out and down about the previous event. So they get it.
A lot. Expect a lot because there's a lot to go through. It's overwhelming. It's emotionally taxing. And the biggest piece of advice I could give anyone is just to take a breath. Take a breath. These people know what they're doing. Let them do it. You cannot do everything. You can never do everything. Just take a breath and enjoy what is in front of you because it goes away so quickly.
We really had to let go and let Boca Fertility handle it and really put our faith and trust Dr. Paris's guidance in handling the rest of this journey.
And have faith in each other.
Yeah.
Exhaust all avenues first, and by that I mean come and talk to people. Come talk to Boca Fertility, and just ask them what the process is. Find out what it all entails, and let them tell you, because when they tell you, it will not sound so horribly overwhelming. They make it real. They make it sincere, and just have the conversation. If you think for 1 second that you want a child or children, make sure you see that through on every level and do it at a place like this.
And also other resources that will help, look through it and really do your research on facilities. And, another, at least for gay couples, one of the resources, of course, is men having babies, same-sex parents. Those resources will really, really help you and give you honest guidance and honest information about things that are going on and what the process is, and real information. Testimonials like what we're discussing today, and giving feedback for a facility that we genuinely care about because they genuinely care about us. I'd say right now, actually, for me at least.
Oh, I don't know. It's all exciting. I don't know. I'm really excited about names. I just want to name a baby. That's all I want.
For me, at least, we're at transfer day, T-minus less than 24 hours, and when you have someone like a wonderful gestational carrier as we do, And the facility, like Boca Fertility, is reaching out, and we have Family Formers that reaches out, and everybody's calling everybody and it's just saying, hey, this is going to be great. This is awesome. You're ready for this. This is good. You've got your pomegranate juice. Doctor's ready to go. Pineapple. The French fries, and it sort of becomes a process, and sort of you make light and enjoy the moment. And I think that's what makes it fun is this moment. Although choosing names is kind of exciting as well.
I like hanging up on the little things. It makes me happy.
What names are up for the running?
Ooh, I don't think we're gonna say.
I don't think we can tell that.
Yeah,
That gives away too much. We have to have a gender reveal party at some point.
Yeah, which we can discuss it at the later date. But yeah, for now we're just.
Remember this moment. We'll tell you that. You know what? I can answer that. I'm going to interrupt you. I can answer it. I was nervous about. I was nervous about the decision of our life changing.
Oh, okay.
Like how would we handle that? And we've.
What, becoming parents?
Yeah. Like just the sheer fact of like our life changing.
Yeah.
We're not accidentally having a child. Like we're actively making our life as we know it different. And the fact that we've talked about it a lot and wanted to do that it says a lot about our relationship, which means ultimately it just gets better.
I would say the unknown of actually changing facilities and coming to a new IVF doctor, and that unknown, knowing that we were not in a good place, and wanting to believe that we were going to be in a much better place. And those nerves were squashed at the first time we came in and again toured the facility and met with the doctor and the staff and really felt like, okay, well, the curtain's kind of been lifted a little bit and we understood. I mean, literally you can actually go back and see the embryology lab, and that was just like, I've never seen it before. And like they explained what all the equipment was for.
We had never met an embryologist before.
Yeah, which was another thing. And here we got to talk to Dr. Matilski immediately, and that was really, really nice. And that had not happened before. So a lot of that mystery was pulled away. And in that, I was like, this is the place, because they did actually care enough to explain everything. So that nervousness kind of left me after that first day when we came into Boca Fertility.
I think most of our friends are straight.
That's fun too.
Yeah, I would say it's actually interesting, at least from perspective, is that when we started to talk to our friends and talk to people that we knew, the amount of people that had actually been through IVF to have their children. And I think that was the amazing part, that they were like, oh, well, we did IVF. And it was like, you did. It was such a...
It's way more common than what people talk about.
Right. It was a surprise to us, certainly, that it was much more common than we realized. And then, of course, we've made a lot of friends, that are gay, that do have kids as a result of this journey. So we actually have expanded our circle a little bit. So we're kind of like building in the gay parenting play date club already, which is kind of neat. And I think that's really exciting. So you kind of reach out, and there's all of these lovely social media platforms that allow that to happen. And of course, Boca Fertility, they will obviously, with permission, to say, oh, hey, you should really meet so-and-so. And they went through this journey with us, and they have, a child or two children, and you should really meet them. And that's nice as well.
I would say that's one of the most shocking things, is that more people, we've not had really negative experiences with anybody.
No, everybody's been very excited.
Like everybody that we know has been super supportive, and I think that's been maybe my biggest surprise about how nobody's been negative towards us.
And even your parents were like, they didn't even realize that it was possible that they would be grandparents again, and they were excited. And my parents are just overjoyed to come in and join and become grandparents again. And they're like, this just sort of completes a circle for them, and they're just excited to have those new lives in their lives.
Yeah.